everyone, how are you? My name is Fatima, and this is my first video on YouTube. And what am I going to be saying? I'm going to be talking about living in Scotland. And I know some of you are my friends here, and for those who don't know me, and again, I'm Fatima, mom of two. I've got two beautiful girls. I'm married to an amazing man, and we've been together in Scotland for about 12 years, and I'm doing this channel just to help people that want to come to Scotland, that wants to know about Scotland, that need to know how it works in Scotland, be you immigrant, be you even for people that are in other parts of the UK that really wants to come to Scotland. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about Scotland generally. I'm going to talk about working in Scotland, the health, raising kids, religion, food, transportation, everything you want to know in Scotland. Just let me know if there are any more things aside from what I've just mentioned that you want to know about Scotland. So like I said, my name is Fatima. Please don't forget to like my video, give thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Just kind of encourage me. If there's anything I've said that that is not really clear and you want more clarification, just drop me a comment and I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, let's start. Before I start, because this might just be a long video because it's not scripted, I don't have any notes down because this is my first time. I just want to introduce myself. I'm so excited. So if you're new here and you want to grab popcorn, or probably you want to get a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, yeah, just go for it and let's have a gist. Yeah, so many people are always asking why Scotland, why Scotland, no London. London is everybody will say, I'm going to London. But I'm in Scotland, Edinburgh to be precise. And people will say, why no? Why Scotland? So for me, Scotland it is, and Scotland is home for about 12 years now. I moved down to Scotland in 2010. And what made me come to Scotland? What made me come to, why am I here? So I came to Scotland in 2010, September 2010 to be precise. I came to Scotland then because my boyfriend then, he was my husband. He is my husband now. He was my boyfriend then, and he was in Aberdeen. He was studying in Aberdeen, and he wanted me to come visit. And at that time, we wanted to take the relationship to the next level rather than just being a long distance. You know how it is. Doing long distance thing it can be like it is. So we thought, why not just come visiting? And I tried the visiting visa. The first and the second time it wasn't working, and I was denied the first time. The second time I was denied, and I felt devastated. Like, am I going to ever see you? Am I going to ever see? That was me crying then because I remember. It's so funny now. I remember going to Kenya to get my visa, and it was the second time I was refused. And I remember crying. I was in a bus, a public bus. I was just crying, and I go home and I burst into tears. And my dad was like, "Oh, maybe it's not time. Just don't worry, and everything's, it will work out." That was my dad just trying to calm me down. And my boyfriend too was sad and everything. Just said, "Oh, you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. There's another thing we could do." So we thought, okay, why not come for your masters? For me, I was like, masters, girl, I've read too much book. I was in pharmacy school for 5 years, did 1 year internship, and I'm like, am I going to read again? Am I going to study again? But let me do it. So I came to Scotland, and I came to Aberdeen for my masters, and while I came to see my boyfriend, so we started our journey from there, and we got married. Got married in Scotland after a year. We got married on my birthday in 2011. Before we came home the following year, which is 2012, to do one bit proper. Is it I'll say Nigerian wedding, one bit, let's just and our family know what's happening. So that's me in Scotland, and being in Aberdeen. We were in Aberdeen, and we're now in Edinburgh, and work. And people have been asking, some of my friends will be like, so how is work in Scotland? How are you doing the work in Scotland? Is it okay? Being an overseas pharmacist, and how are you doing it? Has it been okay? It has not been okay. In fact, when I started, for me, it wasn't okay. Because then I didn't know what was wrong. So many of my friends, even then, while being a student, you're still entitled to 20 hours of, working. And, I just wanted to do something because it was just my boyfriend doing 3 jobs. Yeah, he was doing 3 jobs because he was working during the day, then he works at night, then he does another one over the weekend. So it was 3 jobs. And it was paying all the bills and everything, Oh, everything. I wasn't doing anything. I would just go to school, come back. I just wanted to like contribute a certain amount of money, or just contribute something to like the whole thing. You never complained for once, but I just wanted to feel like, okay, I'm also going to work, and everything. But it never came. And I think one of the reasons why I didn't get job initially was because of the accent. Because I would go for interview and the interviewer would say some things, and I would be like, what did you say? Could you repeat it? And I think from them it came across as somebody that cannot even like communicate well. Probably they thought I needed to like remove the wax in my hair, or now it's funny or something. But as time goes on, I just kept on trying and trying. I didn't give up. I just kept on applying and applying. When you really want something, there's a way you keep your mind to it, and you just tell yourself, I'm going to get this, nothing else, I'm going to get this. I started preparing, and sometimes when my boyfriend is out of the house, I would talk in front of the mirror and talk to myself, prepare and plan everything. Eventually, when I was going to get a job, we're talking about part-time job now. Eventually, I got like I got 2 jobs at the same time. I got a job as a carer, and I got another job as a store assistant. So I thought, okay, it'll be good to do the caring job over the weekend, and the store assistant job I'll do it during the weekdays. So it wasn't too bad. So when I say store assistant, I was more like a checkout operator. So when you come to the store and you buy your grocery or do your shopping, and you come to the till, I'm that person that will just take your food stuff and scan it. Pum, pum. And I remember then it was Morrison. I remember then people said, would you like me to help you pack your bag today? How are you today? Things like that. That was what I was doing. So I started as that. Then because I was working in a quite a very big store, and it had like a pharmacy section, and I thought, instead of just sitting here at the checkout, just scanning stuff, I might as well just be in the pharmacy and just apart from my Nigerian experience, it would be good to have like a UK experience. Like even if I'm not working as a pharmacist, at least let me know how it operates in the pharmacy here. So I spoke with the store manager, and I asked him like, "Okay," like I didn't say "Okay," I just said, and I just talked to him and told him that I'm an overseas pharmacist. I thought I would be more useful being in the pharmacy, being a pharmacy, and I didn't have to do the interview for that because I'd already done interview working in the store. So I was transferred to the pharmacy as a pharmacy assistant. So I started working as a pharmacy assistant, doing normal pharmacy store. And I was there for a little over 1 year, because at that time I was going to start like a dispensing course. And luckily, or I don't know, luckily, I got a job in Edinburgh. I got a job in Edinburgh as a formulation specialist. And I thought, why not? Because in the pharmacy then working as a pharmacy assistant, I was just earning the minimum, like that is minimum wage then. I think it was about £5 something per hour, and I wasn't given so many hours even after I'd finished my uni course. So I just thought, okay, this is it, because pharmacy assistant and a formulation specialist, because I've spent a lot on my master's, so while I can just continue on this route. I'm not saying if you're a pharmacy assistant, it's not a good job. It is a fantastic job because you get to progress, get to do your dispensing course, you get to do a technician course, which at the end of the day is equally good. But at that time I felt this is it for me. So I left Aberdeen and I came to Edinburgh for the job, and now I'm still in Edinburgh because of the job. Yeah, so I would say it was that rosy. Even while in Edinburgh, it wasn't that rosy with the job because I had so many issues. Like I'll talk about that in another video. But that's working in Scotland. And working in Scotland, it varies for individual. It is different. Like for some of you can be very lucky and get a very fantastic job at the start of your you coming to the UK. And for some of us, like some of you that will be like me, don't feel bad. It's just learning, learning platform. Whatever you had, just learn. You learn to be a team worker. You learn to, collaborate. You learn how to lead. You know how to take, be in control of, of stuff. So whenever you find yourself, just take it as a learning curve. So that was me. So I had no regret whatsoever. And, I thank God for where I've been, and I thank God for where I am at the moment. So that's that. And like I said, job. It's fantastic for irrespective of whatever you want to do. It is good, and there's so many jobs you can do. You don't have to like start from where I started from. Now there are so many networking programs. There are so many networking platforms. There are so many places where you can meet people, and they can put you through how to do it the proper way. Unlike when we first came, there weren't so many so many people like us. So we were just trying to know what's happening. So that's what happened then. So I was going to talk about food. So people are always asking me, not people in UK obviously, but people back home, like, so you're in Scotland, how are you going to be eating all those mende is all those, you know what I mean, like pizza. Pizza is good, okay. Whatever mende is. Oh yeah, so food in food in Edinburgh. I'm in Edinburgh, but regardless of where you are in Scotland, I would say food is the least of your worries, sincerely, because food are relatively cheap. African foods might not be really, really cheap as such, because they had to come down from Africa and they had to go through cargoes and everything, and people that are selling to also wants to make that profit. So it's fine, but it's not like it's bad. And because you're not spending African currency or whatever it is you're coming from, you're not spending the currency, you're spending like the currency here, which is pounds. So I think it's okay. So the moment you live wherever you are, you come in here, you leave that currency. So there are so many African stores, like I'm just diverting, but that's what's always in our head. So there's so many African stores and around, so you can get everything you want, everything. Be like imagine anything you want to imagine. Maybe not the very, very, maybe like seasonal one. Say like agbaluma. I like agbaluma so much. They call it I don't know what the English name. I think it used to be cherry. I don't know. Somebody, if you know, please enlighten. Please drop a comment and let me know what is being called. I know some people say it's something star something, but agbaluma, and you might not get it, and sometimes you might just get it, but it might not just be as fresh as you get it from Nigeria, and that's understandable. So food, you get it, and food, and like I said, food is the least of your worries, because there's so many. If you think you don't have a lot of money, say you're just coming to like UK or you're just coming to Scotland, and you just want to, like, you're a student, you just have like limited funds for, like, you don't have to starve. You don't starve. You don't go to bed on an empty stomach. There are charities. There are food banks. Just go to food banks around you. You Google food banks around me, and you go get food. Nobody's going to say, "Oh, that's a poor boy coming. That's a poor lady coming." Nobody cares. All you need to do is just eat your food and go to bed. Yeah, eat your food and go to bed. So food is the least of your worries. And if you're the type that feels, I don't like to cook, I don't really enjoy cooking, I just want, you know what, life made easy. There's so many like cooked food. I don't eat it because I don't know, I'm funny. I like to cook. There's so many cooked food that are already packed. All you need to do is just get them from the store and just throw them in your microwave to keep it warm. And if you so food is the least of your worries. Health. So if you're in Scotland, if you're in any part of United Kingdom, you don't have to worry about your head. What I mean by you don't have to worry is you don't have to like think of how you're going to pay, because it is free. Not entirely free, but it is free. So all you need to do is, if you're just coming to UK or just a student just coming into Scotland or anything, just register at a GP close to you. Make sure you have all your necessary documents. Most times it's always going to be your passport or your visa. Register, and if you need anything, just walk in or make an appointment. Now you have to like make an appointment by phone. It depends on the GP. It varies. The requirement varies, but you get to know that. Make an appointment and you'll be seen by a doctor. It's not entirely free, because a certain percentage of tax is taken from your salary monthly, and that goes towards NHS. So indirectly you're paying for your health, but you're not breaking or killing yourself to like pay for it. So, and it's a certain percentage. So that's that. Sorry. I was going to talk about transportation. Transportation in Scotland is fantastic, and I think it also depends on where you stay. I believe people, when they're just coming from overseas, they kind of like to stay in the city, which is good. Most people stay in city because the transportation in city is quite frequent, as if you say you're living in like the country, and there are reasons for that. People that live in the countries will probably be mobile, and most people don't live in the countries, and kind of have like a time whereby the buses flight those routes. But unlike city, there's so many people in city, and the buses are more frequent. So regardless of where you are, all you need to do is plan your time. So if you're in the city, and if you're in the country, wherever you are in Scotland, just plan your time. There will be buses. If you're the type that, say, during winter, you don't want to stay out during the cold because of the buses time, just know the timetable. You can these days there's so many apps on phone that you can use to track when the bus is going to come. Unlike when I came in 2010, we didn't have the apps. We just had to like get to the bus stop, or maybe you have like a leaflet that tells you when the time comes. But sometimes it's not accurate because for some reason the buses might be delayed or anything. But now you have apps on your phone that you can use to check the bus times. If it's going to be delayed, you know it's going to be delayed, and most 99% of the time they're right. So if it's going to be delayed, you know it's going to be delayed, and you don't have to stay out in the cold because you kind of know when the bus is going to come. So yeah, so transportation isn't a problem in Scotland. Guys, don't forget to like my video. Don't forget to give thumbs up, and please again drop me a comment if there's anything you want me to talk about Scotland, and anything at all. If anything you want more clarification, you want me to do a detailed video about a particular topic, then I'm happy. I'm your girl. Just tell me, buzz me, or I just drop you a message. I was going to talk about religion here because most of us from African, I don't know about the other like other continent, but most of us are Africans tend to be like a bit religious. And so it's very, very important I mentioned religion. So if you're religious, it's fine. You can practice your religion when you come to Scotland, when you come to even or the whole of United Kingdom. You'll find to practice your religion, provided you're not inconveniencing your neighbor. So there's nothing like you shouting because because you want to pray. There's nothing like we just everybody's belief. So I'm a Muslim, and I'm not. Obviously, I don't cover up. That's not to say I look down on people that cover up. And just the same thing, like I've got loads of friends that are Christians, and I'm not against anybody's religion. So it's just me saying everybody, we respect each other's religion, regardless of where you are in the UK. You can practice your religion. If you're a Christian, I mean, sorry, can't even pronounce things. If you're a Christian and you want to go to an African church, or maybe like a Nigerian church, because I'm a Nigerian, and you want to go to Nigerian church, there's so many Nigerian churches. And from what I have, I've not been to one before because I said I'm not a Christian. But from what I had, I have friends that are Christians. From what I had, they are very, very good. Especially if you're new, they make you feel welcome to the church. They introduce you to things, and even after church they tend to like help you in settling down. So it could be a good place for you to like network. If you're Muslim, we have mosques too. We have them like, yeah, I'm in Edinburgh. There's like a central mosque in Edinburgh, and there's so many programs. There are women's programs, there are kids activities, and so be it. And you can join in on this program if you want to network. You meet so many people from different countries. You meet Scottish people, like so many people. And I must tell you, these people are fantastic. These people are lovely people, ready to help you out with whatever it is, even if it is financial. See, people love their money. Like if people are working for money, it's hard for them to. I'm not saying people give you money, but people readily donate things to you. So say you're in need of jackets and you don't have jackets to wear because you're just coming in, and just reach out to people. They're happy to do that. And if you're thinking, oh, people will be looking down, which people really do here, nobody cares. There's so many charities organization around. Just go in, even if it's paying like £2, £3 for like, you could even get like designer jackets for like £10. Just do it. Do you more like it. So there's no like forming. You don't have to like, when I say forming, like you don't pretend to be who you're not. Just bring yourself down. Don't starve yourself. Connect. Like it's very good. Like when you find yourself in places like this, just keep connecting, networking. Networking helps because it helps because it's not just surviving. It's not about just making friends. It's about elevating yourself, knowing what is happening, getting first-hand information. So you can only do this if you network. And here, ignorance is a disease. They say it's everywhere. Ignorance is a disease. So you can't be ignorant. You can't say, oh, because I'm just coming from Nigeria, I parked on this street when you shouldn't park on double yellow line, and you park there, and a warden is giving you a ticket, and you're saying, oh, I didn't know. No, that's not an excuse. So so just network. Know people that you're blabbing. Just try to connect, and yeah, that's it. Friends, don't forget to like subscribe again, like my video, give me thumbs up, and let me know what you like to hear about living in Scotland. I'll be giving you more tips about living in Scotland, migrating to Scotland, the visa types that are available for immigrants, and everything you want to know about Scotland. I'll be telling you more about that. And if you have any other thing you want to ask me, please feel free to like ask me. I'm going to drop my email as well. If you think, okay, you don't want to drop a comment probably for privacy, I'm dropping my email in the comment section, and and I'll try to reply everybody as soon as I could. Thank you, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.